So as I was asked, I'm going to tell you a bit about my scorecard system. Well, first it's about daily habits. I have a Google Sheet here, and like today, I'm going to mark that I slept for 8 hours last night. I trained this morning. I did my routine at home, and the result, well, like yesterday, it was 10 push-ups and 30 squats. Might not be a lot, but I'm doing it on a daily basis. I weighed myself, and I'm going to put that result in here. It's 86.45 kilogram at the moment. I dieted, maybe I don't know yet because this is for the rest of the day, so that'll be done later. So I did that for yesterday, which was the 23rd. So I slept, I trained, I weighed myself. I dieted yesterday, I stuck to my plan. I didn't do the 16 to 8 fasting, interval fasting. I had an audiobook that I listened to for more than an hour. I produced dialogue on social media, poll reactions. No prospecting yesterday. No calls set up or one-on-one meetings. I posted some reels. That was a result for the day. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I didn't post my micro benefit yesterday, but I posted a call to action trigger using a template that didn't take me much time, including an ad hoc video that I took. So I'm tracking these as the daily habits that I decided I want to do this year. Next thing is I do scores on a daily basis. For yesterday, well, I asked myself first, was it a travel day? No, so that's a 0 there. Am I stuck to my North Star system? Yes, I'm very focused. I used my operating system that I set up for 2026. My energy and empowerment level. Yes, the energy was very good yesterday, so that was on track. Well, cash liquidity signal needs my attention, the same with the legal and the dogs signal that needs my attention, and deadlines need my attention. I have 2 deals negotiating in the pipeline, so that's on track. I'm trading in an account, and that needs my attention as well, so I'm going to mark that here. Reputation, communication signal, my public appearance, that was kind of on track yesterday. And, well, I evaluated DEFCON level on a daily basis, and actually it's been under attack the whole month already. I have several court cases. There are investigations going on. So it all goes back to daily habits. I'm going to show you what this traffic light system means. You know, it's the simple colors. It's green, yellow, orange, and red. Green meaning everything is fine, of course. Have a look at this example. You know, I had the 5th of January in the dialogue section. You know, I want to create dialogue, and I had produced that result for quite a few days, and then suddenly one day no dialogue. Next day it turned to orange because it was the 2nd day in a row, and the 3rd day is already red. You know, I need to change something, get back on track. You know, same with, like I mark cheat days and diet days. You know, beginning of the month I was in Florence, so there were quite a few cheat days, but at the moment they're not. So it's a simple system with colors. So, you know, one look at it and you know how's it going, and I evaluate the day, you know, and the same logic. If there's several days in a row where I'm not on track, it's slowly turning to red. For example, you know, I haven't made new contacts. I have had 2 cheat days in a row, so I needed to change something to get me back on track, and I did. You can also see that on the daily scores. You know, same logic, some book color system, and for example, it all looks basically fine. You know, the DEFCON level, I mentioned that. I can't change that immediately, but it's not going to influence my overall thing as much because it's still level 2. Here you can see that legal and deadlines suddenly turned to urgent on the 20th, and I had to intervene, do something about it, and I did that day. And still the next day there were quite a few things that didn't work out the way I wanted, so I focused on that and started to get things back on track, and you can see that because things turn green. You know, I manually put those colors behind there. I'm going to skip that for now. You know, you probably think, well, he's all digital and a lot of AI. Why is he doing it manually? Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not a master of these sheets yet. But I think it gives you an idea. I hope that helps. Give me some feedback. Ask me your questions. I'm happy to get into a dialogue with you. Enjoy the day.